So Andrew Ruiz versus Big Baby Miller was a very good fight. Andrew Ruiz came out letting his hands fly. He wasn't holding back. He said early on that he was gonna try to test and see what Big Baby Miller was at in the fight. Big Baby did a good job basically trying to stick with the jab early on in the fight. I feel like when I heard that he lost some pounds, which is very serious as far as with his health and everything else, his performance, I felt like he was taking things a lot more serious with this fight. He ended up going out there and actually causing some problems for Ruiz. Ruiz was trying to punch around his overhand right a lot, and it just didn't work, man. Ruiz was trying, around his jab. He was trying to punch around Big Baby Miller's jab a lot, and it caused a lot of problems, and people really didn't see that coming. They didn't really see Big Baby Miller using his jab as much. But he used his jab a lot against Daniel Dubois. I think the problem with him against Dubois was he ended up losing a lot of momentum trying to chase the knockout. And in this fight, he wasn't chasing the knockout. Now with Big Baby Miller in this fight, he was actually trying to outbox Ruiz. He was using his weight to kind of hold Ruiz down. Even though him and Ruiz are both big guys, Ruiz has been out for 2 years. He doesn't have his legs under him like he used to. And with Big Baby taking Ruiz's legs away, he had no power in his punches. He couldn't really throw anything. He was exhausted. He couldn't use his legs. His hand would end up being broken after the fight. But I feel like his left hook was still able to land. So even though you couldn't use your right hand, your left hook was still able to land, and it was causing a lot of problems. So with Big Baby Miller using that jab to be able to get Ruiz in bad positions, to wear him down, he started bullying Ruiz, pushing him into the ropes. I feel like when he started pushing Ruiz into the ropes around third and fourth round, that started to change the momentum, because I felt like Ruiz really has never been bullied that way in the ring. Even though Josh was a bigger guy, he didn't go in there and bully Ruiz to the point where he had nowhere to go and he was just stuck in the corner and he was just teeing off on him. So with Big Baby using that game plan to use his physicality on Ruiz, wear him down, throw the jab, excellent game plan. Bozy Ennis did an excellent job as well. And I feel like with Ruiz, man, he going to have to bounce back from that fight. But for him not to let his hands fly those last 4 or 5 rounds, no matter what happens, with you having a broke hand and everything else, that was a huge card, bro. Gotta let your hands fly. That's why I say with certain boxers, when they get criticized for certain things, I've learned to shut my mouth, because when it happens to the next fighter, people tend to don't understand how the business goes and how these fights really go. And when fighters put their life on the line, or they basically can re-injure a hand or make it worse during the course of a fight. So congrats to Big Baby Miller. He had a draw that should have been a win, because he dominated Andrew Ruiz. It ended up being a draw, but I feel like Big Baby should have won this fight. But that's the way things go, though, man. I told people a lot of times during the last couple of weeks that it's gonna be a lot of upsets and a lot of things going on in boxing, but this was just one of them, man. Congrats to Andrew Ruiz and Big Baby for putting on a good performance. That was a good fight. All these fights were excellent. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.